She had got about 9 months clean and just took a turn for the worse.
Impacted by this crisis, every day here are scenes of heartbreak. Curtis Benson is looking for his daughter. She's addicted to opioids and has been missing for 3 weeks.
She had got about 9 months clean and just took a turn for the worse. I just need to know that she's still amongst the living.
I'm just sitting here, relaxing really. So yeah, let's talk about Philadelphia, Kensington, Philadelphia. I can't believe it, man. That place. What happened? An experiment that gone so wrong. And I tell you what, no European cities will ever look like that. And if you know any European city that look like that, maybe some will say Paris. Oh damn. Paris, let me say something, right? Kensington, Philadelphia, ain't got shit on Paris. I'm telling you, it's the worst place. And cities within Poland will never ever look like Kensington, Philadelphia. I cannot believe it. This is actually shocking. The first time when I saw videos surfacing the internet about Kensington, and when I look at it, I was like, that's not America, is it? And then I look at the title, I zoom in closely, and I was like, wow, came to realization, I cannot believe it. That is America. The land of free, the land of opportunity. Yes, of course, in America, it's not all that bad, isn't it? You know, opportunity still exists there, only if you're ready to work hard and keep, you know, chasing, and of course in doing the cat race, surely go for it, right? You know, everyone can succeed in America. But it seemed like a lot of the youth, a lot of the young people, and also, let's say, the older generation are fed up because of the high cost of thing in the States. A lot of people can't afford to rent anymore, and when people head to the street, it's because they can't afford to buy anything, afford anything, right? So they tend to stay on the street and maybe turn to drunks, and they become addicts. And some will leave the entire, let's say, they've traveled across America just to get to Philadelphia, just to become a zombie. You know, real life zombie happening right now in the States. Shocking.
Sergeant Michael Hannison has spent most of his career here in Kensington.
We just spent the day with your officers. We saw a lot of illegal activity around. No arrests, though. Why?
So my team focuses on options that are outside the normal scope of thinking. We try and think outside the box.
It's all good then today? Nobody wants to go out there? Can you talk to anybody?
We really do try and give them an option to get clean instead of just locking them up and taking them to jail.
And the crazy thing is, even here in the UK, in fact, you know what? The UK is even worse. Okay, maybe it's not as terrible. Of course, we don't have the sort of thing. What you see in Kensington is not happening at a epic proportion here. I think in the city of London, some places surely you have to watch it. Some areas you might see someone who, well, under the influence of drugs, basically. And seeing a lot of homelessness that's growing here and within the cities and within the UK as well. And I don't like it. I don't like to see that. When I go through subway now in the UK, chances are so high for me to see a homeless person there, because the cost of living here is ridiculous. When I was in Poland, I'm not saying they don't have homelessness, they don't have homeless people there. Surely every country is everywhere they do have homeless. but the way they mitigate things in Poland, you know, the way they're also helping people, even though they receive a huge amounts of people coming into the country, especially refugees, right? But of course they find a way to mitigate it. Of course, I think the homeless there is also rising, but not in a happy proportion. Yes, of course, some will say, oh, don't compare America and to Poland, because Poland is much smaller compared to America. But what I'm saying, Poland will not let what is happening in Philadelphia to happen across any of its cities. Even though I've been to one of the worst cities in Poland. Basically, it's even better. It's even better than Kensington, you know. Of course, I saw improvement there. They're fixing things. But in Kensington, they're not fixing things. Gang-related sort of thing, violent crime is happening. It's crazy, man. So it's not a place you want to be. You have to escape if you have a chance. Not a great place for raising any family. One of the most dangerous states. I used to live in a state, I'm telling you, I used to live close to St. Louis. The state I was living in is called Missouri. So I used to live in Cape Girardeau. That's close to my university. So basically that area is not as, let's say, dangerous, Cape Girardeau. And I tell you what, throughout my time in America, I always look my back. I can't walk at night. No way. In Poland, I was walking at night. Yeah, I just can't walk at night. You just can't. Basically, it's not advisable. You're putting your life at a greater risk, man, if you walk at night in the States, especially in major cities, man. No, it's too violent. If you trespass to someone's property, chances are they'll walk out the gun and think you're trying to invade their space. They'll shoot you, and they have right to do so. You know, it happens everywhere in the States, man. It's normal. It's normalizing it. You know, and everyone becomes so defensive, right? And that's why America is dangerous. I don't blame it, because a lot of people tend to turn to drugs, and then of course they do stupid things. They're bargaining into people's home and trying to ruin their life. And of course, some people have to stand up for themselves as well. They have to protect themselves. There's so many crazy people in the States, so you have to realize that as well. You understand? So America is a very dangerous place, one of the most dangerous places, and the system doesn't help anyone who is vulnerable, especially if you have any mental illness, right? Healthcare is expensive. People are becoming rude. There's not a lot of opportunity for people there. The cost of living is so high. Accommodation ridiculously expensive. You know, there's not a lot of jobs. Kids are becoming lazy. They're mainly focused on TikTok. My God, man, that country is messed up. A lot of young people want to become social media influencer, TikTokers, and you see they do some ridiculous things. They don't want to focus and stay in school. The education system is broken, and of course, if you want the best education in America, you have to pay top dollars. It's really that expensive, man. Tipping culture is ridiculous. It's insane. It's insanity. You don't want that. You have to tip in certain amounts, or else you're not gonna get good service. And most likely, the service you will get in America is ridiculous, man. It's by far the worst. You know, people are not gonna smile to you if you don't give significant tips, man. I experienced all of this sort of thing, man. So the service there, oh my God, so many crazy people in the States. You have to watch out. Not a place, man. But in Poland, basically in Europe in general, nah, every cities, every European country, I would say it's a much better place than America. Even if you want to give birth, right, in America, you have to have certain amount in your bank account, right? I'm talking about thousands of dollars, man. But in Poland or in Europe, you don't have to. You don't have that. You don't need to have $20,000 just to have a baby. No, but in America, if you want to have a baby, oh my God, you have to cough up that amount. They want to see that before the doctor can see you, right? They need to make sure you have an insurance. If you don't have an insurance that can cover your injuries or your needs, you're screwed. If you're poor in America, you're poor for real. Get out. No one can tell me anything. Not to say there are no opportunity in America. They are, but it's rare. It's so slim. Racism is a problem. Mass shooting, you know, it's a problem. You want to live in a place where you see a lot of homeless, a lot of drunks, a lot of shooting happening. You want to raise the kids there? Nah. Some cities or some towns or states, it's very segregated. A lot of racism, a lot of divide, a lot of hate towards one another. You know, America should be prospering based on its diversity, but it's not working. It's absolutely broken because of the system and poor leadership, right? America do have potential. It's one of the richest countries out there. It's by far the richest country, one of the most powerful countries, but then again, it's lacking. Infrastructure is dying, it's fading, it's rubbish, man. It's going way behind. Terrible airports, so packed, so crowded. Literally, you tend to miss your flights most of the time. Security is so intense, but then again, it's so rubbish. Nah. No one can tell me nothing about America, man. No. Poland is better, way better. You know, you don't see a lot of homeless people there. You know, you don't see a lot of people are suffering. The government tend to care for its people. Yes, of course, Poland is not perfect. They have their problems. You know, some people may like Poland, some people dislike Poland. Let me know, what's your experience? Have you lived in America, or have you lived in Poland? Right, let me know, or wherever you're watching from.